This here is called a time machine, and it's gonna help you with your history exam. Let's get a move on. Holy moly, Ricky, where are we? Keep quiet, Virgil. We are in hostile territory. Keep on the lookout for some of them redcoats popping up. Oh my, you see over yonder? It's none other than Sam and John Adams. John and Sam Adams are icons of American history. They're what we call founding fathers of America. Were they brothers? Cousins. You mean sort of like Cousin Bobby and Cousin Sally with their 3 kids? I reckon. Now keep quiet, a storm's a brewing. Colonists and the British have been tussling over taxes and stuff, and they're fixing to go to war. Now listen to that funny guy in blue. He's gonna tell you more about what's going on. Surely dress is funny. After the colonists dumped nearly 350 crates of tea into the harbor for the Boston Tea Party of December 1773, patriots like Sam Adams and John Adams began defending these violent acts. It wasn't a lawless mob. Yeah, we were just defending our rights. Bostonians and other patriots started to give up tea and prepared to rumble with the British, who responded in full force. Can you believe it? The British Parliament just passed more acts to punish Boston. Yeah, it was pretty obvious that they were targeting us. I mean, the Port Act closed Boston's port until we had repaid the East India Company for every single crate of tea. That's not representation. That's singling us out. See, Virgil? Things are heating up. The Brits are coming down pretty hard on them colonists for destroying all their tea. Yeah, this is exciting stuff. Where are we now, Ricky? Hush your mouth, Virgil. We are the inner sanctum of the First Continental Congress. What's that? Funny guy in blue will tell us, but the colonists are really piping hot mad and they're gonna make some complaints to the king. The Bostonians didn't like that Parliament and King George were forcing the coercive acts down their throats, and they wanted to figure out how to respond. So the colonists decided to convene the Continental Congress in Philadelphia. Yeah, Georgia didn't want to send any delegates to our meeting to figure out what to do about the intolerable acts. But you recognize the names of some of the other delegates, like George Washington and Patrick Henry of Virginia. Every colony got one secret ballot. Are they about to draw straws or something? Heck yes, it's called voting. They're fixing to stick it to the British. Just hold on. It was a pretty tense environment during those couple of weeks. Yeah, we had to walk on eggshells sometimes. Each colony is so darn independent, and we all had different ideas of what to do. We talked for several weeks about how to respond and finally came up with a solution that everyone could support. An economic boycott of Great Britain. Money talks, right? You can't forget about the petition of grievances that we came up with. That's right. We gave it the fancy title, Petition to the King. What in the world is he talking about? The colonists told the king they ain't gonna take it no more. No more buying British goods, and they want their rights respected. At the end of October, after 2 months of discussions, the First Continental Congress decided to adjourn. Yeah, even we delegates couldn't agree on our future relationship with Great Britain. Some said, look, we're in a relationship and it's complicated. Others said, no way, I want out of this, let's get the divorce. Yep, Pennsylvania and New York wanted to figure out how to make things work with the king. But some of us were fed up and wanted independence. To make everyone happy, we decided to reconvene in May 1775, about 6 months later, if King George III turned a blind eye to our grievances. Seems like a lot of bickering between the colonists, sort of like herding cats. Yeah, some wanted to stay close to Mother Britain, while others were, let's say, more free-spirited. Just like us, Virgil. Excellent! We can finally get a drink! My head hurting with all them facts and figures. We ain't got no time for a drink, Virgil. You need to focus and remember all this history stuff. Otherwise, You don't get you a diploma, you're at that garage the rest of your life, and that's if you're lucky. So what's going on here, Ricky? Oh, the colonists just grabbing a few drinks after the Continental Congress, sort of figuring out their next moves. The first Continental Congress wasn't a declaration of independence from Britain. It was just a unified statement of the colonists' grievances. Thanks for having a beer with me, John. My 76 variety is pretty good, right? Yeah, it's okay, I guess. Anyway, I know we're going to war with Great Britain at some time. I just don't know when. America is going to be an independent nation someday. Maybe, Sam, but remember that we didn't question our loyalty to King George or even question Parliament's ability to regulate trade. All we said in the Declaration was that those intolerable acts challenged our liberties as colonists. Yeah, colonists were piping hot mad that they didn't have no votes in Parliament. What you mean? Colonists were paying taxes in London, but weren't getting nothing in return. Do you think the King and Parliament will listen to our grievances? No. You already know my answer. An economic boycott isn't gonna do it. We're gonna have to fight. They really fixing for a showdown with Britain. Even before the Second Continental Congress convened in May of 1775 at Independence Hall, the first shots of the American Revolution had been heard around the world. Did he say shots, Ricky? Heck yes, the first shots of the war were at Lexington and Concord. I better get my gun. I think I see some redcoats over yonder. All of us colonists, or should I say patriots, distrusted Britain. But we Bostonians were particularly anti-British. When General Thomas Gage's colonial raids turned violent, after an unexpected shot was fired in May 1775 at Concord, the Minutemen were ready, and will still be ready for the upcoming war with Britain. And so began America's war for independence and separation from Great Britain. The original Brexit, July 4th, 1776. Ricky, things are heating up here. Might be best if we start heading back before all hell breaks loose. Also, I'm hungry. I don't want to miss Aunt Betsy's possum stew. Yeah, I hear ya. Colonists are fixing for trouble with them redcoats.